You're listening to Malgudi Podcast. The 2.0 version of everything is what is trending now. Latest in the government's list is the Blue Revolution 2.0, also known as the Neel Kranti mission. In this episode, we'll know all about Blue Revolution 2.0. In the recently conducted 5th edition of Aquaria India in Hyderabad, the theme was taking Blue Revolution to hinterland. So what is a hinterland? Hinterland are areas or remote areas of a country away from the coast or the banks of the river. So this time it is all about making fishery an allied activity for farmers as well. India is the second largest fish producer in the world and is the fourth largest exporter in the world. If you take the fisheries sector as such, it contributes around 10% of the agricultural GDP and 1% of our total GDP. The reason for bringing in Blue Revolution 2.0 on a very positive note is because the fisheries sector sees an annual growth rate of 6 to 10% every year, whereas agriculture as such stands at only 2.5%. So the opportunities are high. And also considering the fact of our underused potential, where only 40% of ponds, lakes and other water bodies are utilized and 15% of brackish water is utilized for fishery, our underused potentials are high. Brackish water has more salinity than fresh water but less than the sea water, like those waters, the estuaries or the fossil aquifers. When I mean fossil water, it means an ancient body of water that has been contained in some undisturbed space. It has been so untouched for centuries together. We have an underused potential with regard to mariculture as well. Mariculture is cultivation of marine organisms in open ocean in closed space filled with seawater. Talking of the Blue Revolution, the Blue Revolution as such started around in the year 1960s and it continues till the present day. The Blue Revolution is a worldwide concept. It started with China and it spread all over the world very quickly. To promote fishing as an allied activity, it started doubling the income. It was an explosive growth the world saw. It led to a rise in seafood output and exports as well. But talking of Blue Revolution in India, it started around the 7th 5-year plan, that is between 1985 to 1990. During this period, the Fish Farmers Development Agency was established, and new techniques for fish rearing, fish breeding, fish marketing and exports was concentrated. As mentioned earlier, it is a single branch of agriculture that has seen a growth rate of 6 to 10% every year. In the 8th 5-year plan, that is between 1992 to 1997, there were 4 things that were brought in for the Blue Revolution. 1. The Intensive Marine Fisheries Program. 2. Multinational company collaboration. 3. Fishing harbors were established in various parts of the country. And 4. Research centers were established. So what are the key highlights of Blue Revolution 2.0 or Neel Kranti mission in India this time? In the budget, they have already allocated a massive 3,733 crores for the Fisheries Department. And they have set up a separate ministry called Ministry of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry and Dairy, which is earlier known as Department of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. It looks in for a sustainable aquaculture with biosecurity and environmental concerns taking a key role. Development of inland and marine sector potential, and hence tripling the production by 2020 is another objective. The third objective is to transform fisheries sector with new technology and process and help the fishers and fish farmers to double their income. The fourth point will be to improve the marketing infrastructure, including e-commerce as a popular platform. Another main objective is to enhance the food and nutritional security of the country, and through this to tap the fisheries sector as a vehicle for socio-economic development. So this year saw the launch of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, where it is to address critical infrastructure gap in the fisheries sector. So Matsya Sampada Yojana has been launched to address the critical infrastructure gap in the fisheries sector, and under it a special department of fisheries is formed. Around 800 crores is allotted for the scheme. So the main aim through Matsya Sampada Yojana is to raise the fisheries production by 2020 to 15 million tons and to 20 million tons by 2023. China is the first producer of fishes in the world. It produces around 16 million tons of fishes every year. But what are the concerns? Reckless exploitation by humans is a big concern. So use of ghost nets and trolling machines and overexploitation is a huge concern. And reckless exploitation of endangered marine species is even more a concern. Another execution problem comes with ban and discharge of waste and plastic. On a fourth point, we will have climate change challenges, and all summed up together, the sustainability issue. Because according to Food and Agricultural Organization, we have already exploited 90% of the species, and biological recovery of these species is going to be quite tough. Then how are we going to triple our production is a big question mark. The largest market for Indian seafood is the United States of America, followed by Southeast Asian countries and then the European Union. Hopefully, the government and the fishers and the fish farmers can pull off a sustainable Blue Revolution 2.0. Thanking you until we come up with the next episode. You're listening to Malgudi Podcast.